I know guys are on my case about my shirts. This is another AC Milan shirt, but that's not, like, let's be serious. Right now, we are officially in our bad patch. Every team has one. We are now there. We are there. We are in it. We are in it. We are now scraping for wins and goals and clean sheets. Okay, forget clean sheets, but we are now scraping for wins. No wins in the last 3. Drew to Everton, at Everton, lost to Fulham at home. They're saying they're the original London club, right? Now we lost to Ipswich. The last time we lost to them was in 1970. Yeah, you get it. I don't know how many years ago. Double digits. So we are in it right now. And the question is, like, right now in the Chelsea community, there is a search for who to blame. It's the blame game. What's wrong? Who is to blame? What decisions? Whose decisions? Whose ability? It's the blame game search right now. You know, when you're searching on the GPS for where you can find the location. We're trying to find who we are going to blame as the Chelsea fan base. Right now, this is what is going on. People are trying to blame. Let's look at the first one. The first person that we can look at right now. Right now, people are looking at Enzo. Let's look at Enzo Maresca right now. Enzo Maresca's tactics have been questionable, frustrating for the last 3 games. Very questionable, frustrating. Like, in my point of view, let me tell you what I think. From my point of view, Enzo Maresca, the Everton game, you don't put in Felix at all, right? No changes. You're seeing that the team is struggling. Sancho is getting marked. Same thing in the Fulham game. You know, no change. You try to change tactics in the sense that you moved Enzo into the 8 position, sort of, because he had started as a DM, and also the Gusto. So the Gusto position. This is you as a coach. What decisions are you making? What tactical decisions are you making? What substitutions? At what time? You know, against Ipswich, the match that we're reacting to. You know, it's now sealed. We have lost just before the New Year, right? Happy New Year's Eve, by the way, guys. Sorry for the loss. Yeah. So Enzo Maresca, this is now becoming questionable. Right now, you know for sure that Nkunku does not press as much as you want. Not even as much as you want. He does not press. He does not make forward runs. I was watching him when he got in. He comes in to receive the ball. Jackson does that as well, but Jackson also makes runs. So, you know this, Maresca, you know this. You are very aware. You have said this in your press conferences that Nkunku can't play that position, right? So what do we do? Is this him trying to send a message? Is this him trying to send a DM, WhatsApp message? Are you sending an Insta? Are you sending a view once? What are you sending? Okay, it seems like the board doesn't get it, because if you are doing the same thing over and over again, it's madness. You know, some very great people once said that doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working is madness. So right now, for me, Maresca is very questionable. He's entering territory. I don't like managers who contradict themselves. That's one thing that really annoys me. If you contradict yourself, you start to get on my nerves. You can't say you like Felix, then you bench him. Or you like Felix, then you substitute him in the 63rd minute when he's the one who's getting all the chances. And then when you remove him, no one gets chances. Absolutely no one. We don't create anything. We do nothing as soon as Felix leaves. He's the one who's running into the space, moving in, you know. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that we had helicopters. I don't know. People are moving into the new year using helicopters. But anyway, Maresca, your contradiction. I just don't like the contradiction. You know that these things don't work. You know that Disasi is not a right back. You know this. You are very aware, but still you do it. That's that's like, let's say, guys, there's a border, like where you cross the border, right, into another country, right? He's entering. He's by the border of Pochettino land. Pochettino decisions. Don't do that. Pochettino was the king of contradicting himself. He's the king in his land. Don't enter his land and become a citizen there. Please do not contradict yourself. You are not learning from your mistakes. Granted, he made decisions. He started Felix, which was what I wanted. And for me, even though Felix was not as good as we would like, he was the one who was getting chances. Most of these guys were not getting chances. He was the extra guy, And yeah, man, like, as a coach, I expect you not to say something and do something else. This is what he's doing, removing Felix, leaving Kunku, and that's my criticism of Maresca. We have created a cushion. Let us use it, but now teams are catching up. Nottingham Forest is second. The story about Chelsea is now gone. And then also the other people. So I feel like Maresca has huge blame, especially with the past, let me say, 2 defeats. Everton, I'll give him an excuse. We can't keep on winning. But against Fulham and against Ipswich, I think it's on Maresca. Why do you play Disasi? And let's get on to Disasi. Disasi, you know what? I honestly, hear me out. I don't blame Disasi himself. He agreed to come to Chelsea. Chelsea came with a huge offer. How is he supposed to refuse? You right now, if a company says we'll pay you, and you're not capable, but then they say they will pay you, and you keep on making mistakes, and they still pay you, are you going to leave? You're going to stay and receive that salary? That's what Disasi right now. Disasi, I don't rate Disasi at all. He's whack. He's useless. Very whack. He's the worst. One of the worst signings that we've ever had. Top 5, right? Top 5. Ballon d'Or. Status, or in terms of the worst signings. Top 5. He's there. He's there with the suit, waiting for the award. Worst signing. It's very close with other players. So I don't blame him. He knows his work. It's just that the coach and the board, why do we sign him? This magnificent scouting team that we have, why did we sign him? Basically, our whole defense, apart from maybe Cucurella, is whack. And for me, that's another guy that who people are searching for blame. And in terms of looking at it, Disasi is whack, but he's the one who's getting chosen. If the coach says, I'm picking you, what is he supposed to say? I think he's the worst player we have. The worst. But then if he gets selected, what is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to say no? So for me, I feel he should be sold. The point where I blame him is if he refuses to be sold, because he doesn't belong here. He does not belong at this club. He does not belong with us. He should leave. He should go. Monaco have robbed us enough. Bakayoko, Disasi, Badiashile. This is robbery. 3 times. We've been fooled 3 times as a club. And Monaco have cashed the check. Bakayoko, Badiashile, Disasi. Nah, man. This is disrespectful. Don't let me see Chelsea going in for a Monaco player again. Not even. Even if he's scoring goals like Mbappe, don't buy him. Don't want anyone from Monaco. Robbery. We've been robbed. So that's my piece on Disasi. I know Disasi is whack. He's rubbish. But if he gets selected, is he supposed to say no? That's my piece. He's the one who's getting selected. He's getting paid. Right now, if if you're at a job and they pay you but you're not good enough, you're not delivering, but they still pay you, you won't leave. You'll still be there. So it's up to Chelsea for them to say, nah, this guy, this is on the board. This is on the board in Maresca. Why are you playing him? Why did we buy him when we had Chalobah? When the 3 right backs on the bench. The other right back, Gusto comes in, starts fighting. I have no idea what's happening with Gusto this season. I rated this guy so much. I rated him so much. You know, maybe it's the role, but you can't get into fight people, man. Honestly. I miss Reece James, but Reece James, you never really know what. I feel like Reece James is like 2 games away from an injury. I don't know if Reece James will make it up until the City match. So, yeah, that's my piece on Gusto. This cameo was not really impressive. You can't just get in and start fighting. It's very annoying. That's another person who's being blamed. Felix. People, I feel like right now the fan base is divided on Felix because people feel like Felix was the best player, one of the best players on the pitch. Not like the standard isn't high, but he was the one who was getting chances. And there are people who are like, he was absolute nonsense. So I feel like he's in between. He was trying things, you know. He was the outlet. He was the guy who was getting chances, you know. And it was disappointing because he wasn't tidy. He wasn't tidy with his passes, with his dribbling, but he was the one who was trying things, and they were almost there. Sometimes they would get us in trouble, but it was either he would work extremely or it would work against us. So for me, I'm in between with Felix. I'm not happy with his performance, but in comparison with everyone else in attack, there's no comparison. Who? Not even Palmer. So Felix, for me, I feel like he wasn't good, just like the rest of the squad. I feel like people who want to blame Felix are doing a witch hunt because everyone was bad. Everyone was bad in that game. Let's get this straight. People who are going for Felix is a witch hunt because we know Felix is good. It's different with Disasi. We don't know. We know that he's bad. We know that this man is bad. This guy has finessed own goals. Not just tapping own goals, man. Long range own goals. That's Disasi. Long ranges, man. Finessed. You know that cat, that cat that's always, you know, like looking like it's finessing. That's Disasi. Against Maresca even. So, yeah. For me, Felix, I feel like people going for him is just a witch hunt because people don't want to talk about Palmer. People don't want to talk about even Caicedo. I feel like Caicedo this match, in my opinion, was one of his worst games ever. I may be wrong, but I feel like this game was one of his worst games. I feel also he's tired. We're letting him die in that role. And yeah, I just feel like for me, Caicedo wasn't up to standard in this game. You know, from day one, from minute one, Ipswich were running harder than us. I feel like this past few games, teams have been running harder than us. Like, usually we outrun teams, we bully them. But this time I don't know what's wrong, man. It's just that maybe we are tired in midfield. But then also, we don't have rotation in midfield. We have Enzo. Enzo wasn't good, but he wasn't the worst. That's the thing. That's the thing with our team. There are players who are bad, and then there are players who were at least trying things. Enzo, you saw every time he would get the ball, he would look for that long-range pass for Jackson. At least when Jackson came on, he would make the runs. Because Nkunku was making no runs. 0 runs. So for me, that's what I have to say about Enzo. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't the worst. You know, Madueke was there, tag teaming with Disasi. Madueke, what are we going to say about Madueke? Are we happy, guys? Are we happy about Madueke? I honestly don't know. Please tell me what you guys feel about Madueke. You know, man, today is New Year's Eve. I think that's why we have like a lot of helicopters here. People are doing shows. I'm not sure. So, yeah, our holidays have been ruined. What was I saying? Madueke. I don't know, guys. I miss having quality on the wing. I really miss it. I want quality on the wing. We don't have quality on the wing. Even Neto, when he came on, what did he do? What did Sancho do? I'm a big fan of Sancho. What did Sancho do, man? Something is wrong. I feel this is a bad patch. We just have to thug it out. Maybe I just have to stop wearing the non-Chelsea shirts. Maybe I have to do that. That will help us because it's not working out. You know, our centre backs, Tosin and Cole. Oh my goodness, we need new centre backs. We need new centre backs. We need a new keeper. We need, oh my goodness, Tosin and Cole. Cole is just there to fight. We just need some new centre backs, man. I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of this mediocrity. And people thought we were in a tight race. People were genuinely okay. I feel like I said if we beat Brentford, we will be in a tight race, but I was wrong. And also, you guys who thought we were in a tight race, you guys are wrong, very wrong. We are not, far from it. You know, so that defense, I don't trust that defense at all. I don't trust our centre backs. How do you get bullied by Delap? This guy has played against so many other teams and they've kept him calm. Then we come to Tosin and Cole. They're shaky. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about these two. Who else? Jackson, I can't really say much because he got in for a few minutes and there was nothing really he could have done in the time that, well, I don't want to blame him for anything because he didn't play most of the game. So, well, he did miss a chance also. This team, man. You know, I think also we need another striker. If we're getting, like I said in the previous video, if we're getting Kolo Muani, let's get him. Let's get him so that there's pressure. Also, if Anselmino is coming in, there's news that Anselmino is coming back. If Anselmino is coming back and if he's being loaned, we must. It is a must today, now, right now. Because Lavia is injured. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Mr. Hall. He's not being picked. So let's get Andre Santos back. Bring Andre Santos because Enzo and Caicedo are burning. Their feet are tired. They aren't being rotated. You know, and that position under Moresca, it requires legs. Bring back Andre Santos. You know, hashtag bring back Andre Santos. Bring him back. If Anselmino is going out on loan, bring back Andre Santos. Who cares about Strasbourg? They'll find someone else. Because we're suffering. We are really suffering right now. We need rotation in midfield. Caicedo looked leggy, looked tired. So I'm saying bring back Andre Santos because it's just we need rotation in midfield. We never know when Lavia will be back. You know, Lavia probably, even if he's back, will he be back for the whole season? He's probably going to get injured again. Bring back Andre Santos, man. It's now getting scary because if one of Enzo or Caicedo get injured, what happens? If they get a hamstring, what happens now? So yeah, let's bring back Andre Santos. Let's try and focus onto the next game. But we're trying to scrape onto the next 3 points. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say about this team. And right now, Crystal Palace, you guys, I feel like ever since I started this channel and I started making predictions, I feel like they're never good. But I'm not feeling too good about Crystal Palace. Honestly, at Selhurst Park, in the state that we're in, I'm very scared. I'm very scared at Crystal Palace, going to Crystal Palace. So, what can we do? I'm not sure, but you guys be on the lookout for the preview for Crystal Palace. We'll see what would have happened by then. We'll be in the new year. Hopefully, you guys will make it. I'll make it too. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you for the support, the comments. I really appreciate it. Even though we're losing, suffering, 2 losses. This is pain. We're spoiled. Last season we had like I don't know how many 8 losses in a row. I don't know, but then yeah, right now we've had our first 2 losses in a row, and it's pain, and it just means we're right. And also, Nottingham Forest are in the title race. I hope people will say that, because they're behind City. They're second. They're winning 5 wins in a row. Nottingham Forest. Yes. Also, shout out to Man United. I hope you guys get relegated. Yeah, that would be nice to see. I would love that. Man United deserve relegation. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'm here for the Arsenal tears when they don't win the league. I just hope Liverpool just continue this. They don't fall off. They don't have any kind of drama, because I just don't want Arsenal to win this league, right? Let it be Nottingham Forest. They're in a tight race after all. We're in a top four race. That's what we need. Newcastle are catching up. City are 4 points behind us. Let's secure this. We don't need to waste time. Guys, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.